Hello, YouTube. I hope everyone doing good tonight. This guy video right here that I'm talking about, but also talking about a few other things. Everyone have their own opinions on things. I hope everyone had a great day yesterday. I hope y'all was safe. Unfortunately, for people that went to Travis Scott's concert, unfortunately, not so well for them. But that is not about this. This is about this guy is talking about another concert. But everyone have different beliefs. And reason why I say that, I mean, everybody can have good points on things sometimes. And I say that because me, myself, the pyramid, Egypt, and different meanings in Egypt means totally different things than what the rappers and stuff like that claim it in what it means, and other people claim what it means. It's not true. That is what they try to take that symbol and then flip it up and turn it around and make it something the fuck else that is not. The I Amra, that was like, it's like, it says God. And I think the other one is like protection from evil or something. And the pyramid, it also have a different naturality, what other than what they used it for. Also, the third eye. Every person that was born on earth have a third eye. You're born with that. That's like when you call yourself, you say, what is the name of it? Damn it. J, deja vu. You say deja vu, it's like your psyche, it's like your third eye telling you, warning you about something. Like I was saying, it's like a second sense or whatever. Some people are stronger than others. So, and like how they talk about goats are the symbol of evil or some shit. Okay, that wasn't always like that. This because some people take a animal and then change that animal into something else. For instance, back in the day, people used to give their kids goat's milk. Farmer people. So, okay, I'm just play this guy. Concert. And Shush. I give a testimony with, myself. But first, this is what we're going to do before I get into that. We got to go into the Bible. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 14. And it says, no, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. We're gonna get a better understanding on that one. And no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Now, when I go to say that, and coming from the Bible, he's always creating this image on the outside of being one thing, but it's really the devil. And that's a lot with these celebrities. They have sold their souls. And I've been digging in this kind of stuff for some time, for some years, even with my uncle. We talked about it many a times. Uh, this stuff is real. This stuff is real, and just the whole concert, people falling out, and I guess they said 8 people have died from
whatever it is, they still ain't found anything from what I've heard. I ain't heard anything more
Oh,
about
I
it.
guess
They
he is
won't
talking
give the
about
full information.
that.
But it's a really conspiracy thing. Like, man, like what could have took them out? But I'm telling you, it's the whatever that's in his music, it just done took them to a whole nother level. And the devil has a way of really gripping people's mind through music. And that's like I said, I want to give a testimony for myself. You know, before I became saved, I remember it was 2019. Uh, I was a fan of Chris Brown. Chris Brown, that was my guy. That was my idol. That's who I grew up idolizing. Uh, I went to one of his concerts when I was a really young boy. I think I was probably like 11. It was his very first concert. This is when he started coming out. And then a couple years down the road, I went to another concert, which was called Heartbreak on a Full Moon. Uh, I went there with my oldest sister. I went there with my cousins.
Shh.
We all went as a
If you're
group.
gonna be loud, close the
And
door.
so, I'm already knowing,
Thank you.
even when I was in the world, even though he was into that stuff, I can tell. But, knowing me, I mean, because we all in flesh, so, and we all in sin. So I didn't really take it seriously. I knew the truth, but I just didn't take it seriously. I would still proceed on. And I went to his concert and started doing certain things. I'm like, man, I'm really starting to see a little difference, real difference in Chris Brown. And I knew ever since when he started coming out with the blonde hair and all that stuff, it just really threw me off. I never, because at that time I didn't know what was going on with Chris Brown. So one thing that I did know that
I should have sat on the stool.
I went to that concert and then he was supposed to have another one, which was 2019. So this was a couple months before that concert was supposed to be in St. Louis. And his album was called Indigo, but his tour was called In the Goat. That's what it was called. And so, I was looking up, I couldn't wait. I was wanting to go again. Uh, and I was really going to go all out. This is when I was working over there in Nashville. And this is why I was going to really go all out. I was going to go ahead and get the tickets. I was going to go ahead and get the front stage passes or whatever like that. Get backstage passes and stuff. Like I was going to go all out for this concert. I said this time I want to meet my brother. I want to go. I want to actually meet him for the first time. So no, in my mind, because like I said, that was my boy. And so I want to do all that, you know. And but when his first tour, because this one I was still following him on Instagram. I couldn't wait to see his first tour. He had his first tour, I think, in Portland. Yeah, it was his first tour. So I knew he would post it, so I would wait. And here, these are all the tour photos. Yeah, it's very, and the cover too of his album Indigo. It literally threw me off. But
You might have
even though that
paused
was
that.
my
That
boy,
was
I
go
was still
fast
gonna
too
have to. But
fast.
I didn't fully, I ain't have Christ in me at the time. So flesh gonna do what flesh do. So um, but I was aware of it. I knew the truth. But then at the same time, so it was that night. He dropped the pictures on the Instagram of his tour. So I went there and I seen the pictures that I just shown you. When I tell you, just seeing the lightning strikes behind him, just seeing his shirt that had a goat on it with fire on it, his hair with fire on it, like he got fire designs all in his head and stuff like that. It kind of made me really think. I'm like, man, but I still kind of want to go. But man, Chris is going to another level. Like I'm still just want to just go to this concert and meet him. And I told myself, well, I'm gonna just meet him. I'm just gonna get it out the way, and then I'm good. I don't want nothing do it. So I try to go to sleep. And this is why I say, I know what he's talking about. I don't know about the music part. I didn't really hear the music at all. But this is just like, kind of like what he was talking about. So I remember I was trying to go to sleep. After I looked at the pictures, I went to sleep. And then I woke up in the middle of the night. I think I went to the side of my bed to get a drink or whatever like that. So I laid back down and I went to bed. When I tell you, it was like every time I closed my eyes, I was seeing colors. So this when I started getting worried. When I tell you I was seeing so many dark purples, red, I mean, it was just from looking at his pictures, them colors was getting to me. Like I couldn't get it out of my mind. Like I couldn't sleep. Then my hands started sweating. I started sweating. And I felt like I had like a pressure. Because I know in his song, he's talking about the third eye and all this other stuff. And you got to really be careful with that stuff. That stuff is real. That stuff is so real. That's why I be trying to tell people about the truth when it comes to these celebrities, man. They are demonic. They are truly demonic. And these concerts and stuff that they're doing, that stuff, that spirit is flying up on you. You're surrounded by that spirit because it's coming from that celebrity. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh my God. Like every time I kept trying to close my eyes and go back to sleep, I just kept seeing colors. I mean, it was dark purple, light purple, dark red, light red. I mean, blue. I mean, it was just, you could just tell the colors was very demonic. And it was the colors from what I seen from the photos. So this is what I truly asked myself. And then it got to a point to where I said, because I used to pray every night. This is way before I got saved. I used to pray literally every night. I never missed a night of prayer. I was going to go to my mother. I was going to wake her up and be like, Mom, I need you to pray for me because I'm seeing these colors and stuff like that. And it's frightening me. I was literally frightened. But I didn't want to wake her up. So knowing that I knew how to pray, I said, Lord, I don't know what this is. I don't know what these colors are coming from. And God showed me, he said, because you looked at them pictures. He said, because you dwelled on them pictures. You sat there and you just kept just staring deep into them pictures. So I prayed. I said, Lord, please, Lord, help me to get peace. Lord, get this, whatever this feeling is. I don't know if this is I don't know if it's the spirit of the devil. I don't know what it is, but I just need to go because I didn't feel right. I felt like I was going to panic. And I'm like, Lord, I just need you to deliver my mind. Like, however way, I don't fully, I know I'm not saved, but Lord, I know you can hear me. But Lord, can you please get this out of my mind and get me back to rest or whatever like that, to go back to sleep for real. Like, I'm sitting there just tripping. And the minute I go back to sleep, nothing. The colors, they were gone. Blue, purple, like everything, it was gone. I didn't see no more colors. I was seeing lightning strikes every time I would close my eyes. It just didn't feel right. I didn't feel right. It felt like my body was getting hot. It felt like I had pressure in my forehead. Like, I don't know. It just didn't feel right. I literally felt, I don't know. I know it had been a spirit, but I did not feel right. I know what I was feeling right there. I'm like, no, this ain't good. So down the line, I was, so this when I got to a point, I told my uncle about it, and he said, nephew, that was a spirit, that was a warfare right there. That was the devil pulling you into a deeper thing, and God is, constantly tugging back and forth. He said, that's the spiritual warfare. That's what it was. So I'm already, I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, man, I said, but man, he said before.
Well, I'm not going to play this guy whole video because it's 29 minutes and already 14 minutes on it. And I fast out most of it. So that's just his experience with some shit that he didn't want to see again. When I was younger, my favorite color was black and red. I loved it. And my grandma always used to say that it was the devil. I mean, a lot of people think that, oh, if you wear black, a lot of black lipstick, black eyeliner, that you're gothic. Why can't some people just love black and red? Dark, deep color black and red. I'm one of them. I just love it. I like purple and pink too. So that's my opinion on this. I had to delete the first video, so get some tissue. So I had to not deleted the first video. Anyways, that's not important. So I guess that's all I have to say. He said a lot, but for a lot of people to think on and stuff like that. And you want to watch some more of his videos to show you the what's name, so y'all can go, find more out for yourself. Y'all have a nice time.